Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I'm coming at you today with another, doing that reverse collage in my, Abandoned Places book. So, let me turn this around. Like always, I've gone ahead and I have already, glued in. Okay, the image that was already here was this, just on this page. This page was actually, had nothing on it. But it had this tree and this beautiful old building or old house. So I just love it. And I added the clock, the bird, this house, this little castle here, this watch at the top, and this zebra. Okay, so those are the pieces that I added, and that's how we're going to start. Now, when I add the pieces, I use matte medium. You can use Liquitex. I'm actually out of that. So I forgot that I had this in my stash. My husband bought it for me. Jane Davenport's matte medium. So I'm using that one. You can use Golden's, whatever. And you glue on the pieces with the matte medium. Now the most important thing is that you shellac the whole thing with matte medium. Even the white spaces. Because now it makes it a paintable surface. And also, it makes it a wipeable surface. So if you mess up and you don't like something, even if you do black, you can just take a baby wipe and wipe it off. And then start again. Okay. I was going to show you what I worked on last week. Should have how that came out. I got some pages sticking together. Okay, this is what I did last week. And so this is how it came out, what I did. Just so you guys can see. And I hope you guys like it. I think it turned out really pretty. I know, it's very overdone, but that's my style. I like very overdone. So look how cool this looks. Some of my favorite parts are, I love this little cave that I created and put here. I love the waterfall out of here. I love this smog. Or not smog, let's say fog. Fog that's just coming through, fog up here. These planets, I'm loving these. These are new, these type of planets with metallics. I've never used metallics before. That was cool. And first I had based it in black and then did the metallics on top. That was really fun. I love the lightning. So, that's how that one turned out. And then I have a few more that I've done, so let me just go to those. I have pages sticking together because I didn't, I did some gluing at one time and didn't use wax paper in between your pages when you glue. Like I did use wax paper when I glued that together. This is another one that I did. I think that turned out pretty cool. I added this big, huge watch. I added the horse, this little clock here. I added, I think, that little piece in through there. And I think I added that little piece there. I added that butterfly. So, I think that turned out pretty cool. And let me see if I have some other ones. And then I told you guys I'm going to share the book with you guys. Every week I'll show you a few more pages of the original book. So you can see all the pages with no collage bits on it. And I'll do that again here in just a minute. Look how cool this is. One of my favorite ones of how this turned out. This was a butterfly that I took from a calendar. I added this butterfly on. I just love this whole scene right here. I'm obsessed. I threw in this watch face, this other big huge watch face. This is like a, I don't know, like I think it's a bracelet or something right here, a piece of a bracelet. I put that in. And then a lot of paint and different techniques. I love how that one turned out. It's my favorite one so far. And then, oh, there's another one. I've done more than I thought I had done. This one turned out pretty cool. Really different for me, but I like it. I love, this is a piece of fabric, like a skirt or a dress, just hanging, so it looks like some fabric hanging from the sky. A clock I added. This is a watering can that I added. Added this car down here. This clock up here. And then just did oh, and I added this brick little wall here and just did a lot of paint. And I think that's all that's done in here so far. My goal is to do, here's another one. My goal is to do all the pages. All the pages that I want to do. Like, if I don't really like that page, I'm not going to do it. But I like most of the pages in this book. This turned out really cool. This was like an old bus station. So this was a clock here. And I have some water shooting down. You know what I'm going to do? Because I've just started doing this technique. And I don't know why I didn't do it. I usually turn these roses into waterfalls. And so I'm going to do that. So these are all going to be waterfalls. So I'll do that on camera sometime soon. This will be a waterfall, that'll be a waterfall, that'll be a waterfall. And this will all be waterfalls, which I think will look really, really cool. I don't know why I wasn't turning these roses into waterfalls at the time. Anyway, I did this one last year. But I love the car in there. Very cool. And I already added water down in through here, and there's water dripping off the car, so I need to have all that, yeah. So that's what I'll do there. So we can say that one's not finished. Okay, so let's go back to the one that I am working on, which is this one. And let me go over, I told you I would start off with where I left off in this. Okay, this is the book. I have three of them. So this is the one, I haven't done anything in it. I said I would show you a few more pages every week until we go through this book. So, and where I learned this reverse collage was from Dee Dee Willingham. And a couple years ago, and I absolutely love this technique. I love the reverse collaging. I love the reverse collaging with paint, and then I love the collaging with paint. I use both techniques that I learned from her. I love this. This is just beautiful. This might be my next one. Absolutely gorgeous. God, I love that. This is cool. Look at that rusted bed and this rusted thing here. So cool. Let me see what time I have. Okay. God, that's cool. This is really neat too. I love it. I love the piano with the chipped up walls. And those colors of the chipped paint is so cool. I've used those color combinations before and I really, really like them. I love all of the installation, I think, on the floor with this cool chair. Just fabulous. This is another fabulous page. Oh, everything's just rusted out. And paint chipped everywhere. So cool. This one I don't like so much, but you know what I might do with pages that I don't like? I think I'll try to my goal will be to do this entire book. And since I don't really like this, I do like the buildings. I always put buildings in my, buildings in my collages and then do paint. So I'll probably leave this castle or this house or whatever the heck it is here and collage everything else and do paint. This, oh, I can't wait to do this one. So cool. Oh, I cannot wait to do this one. This is going to be fun. Definitely be dripping all kinds of water or snow off of these, off of those stairs. So cool. You know what would be kind of cool is to drip snow off all this and turn this all into snow. That would be really cool. Snow inside of that place. Very cool. This is kind of neat. It'd be kind of really cool to do a lot of planets all on here. And then add some stuff and then black it all out. This is really cool. I'm not sure what I would do with this page yet, but I like it. Again, this is one that I would just collage the whole page and just use it as a piece just to put all my collage pieces and do all my paint techniques on it. Again, I would do the same thing to this. I would probably leave this bridge, because that's flipping cool, and collage everything else. But this, that's cool. All old and aged. Okay, loving this. Oh, fabulous. I love the colors in that. The rust and the greens and the pale, pale yellows and the deep blue. It's really cool. This is another cool one. Oh, obsessed. Love it. This is really neat. That's really cool. Love that. Love, love, love that. Okay, so we spent about 10 minutes with all of this, and so I want to get started on my piece. So we're going to stop here. We have about that much more to go through this book, but we will go through it. Every week we'll go through a little bit more. And this piece looked like this. The one we're working on today looked like, I like to show you this before I started it. Look how different it already looks. I love this house. Oh, and this tree and the trunk. Oh, but I added tons of stuff over here and added a piece in here. So that's what it looked like originally before I added the bits, the collage bits. Okay, so I'm going to turn my work around so we can get started. And I'm going to put some wax paper in between the pages, because if we don't, we will have a mess. Let me make sure that I am centered. So you guys are seeing everything. Yes, we are there. Okay, so some wax paper is what is needed so that we don't glue pages together. And when you're putting your collage pieces on, same thing. Put a piece of wax paper in so that you don't glue pages together. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take this black. I'm going to take black. And I just use acrylic paints, you guys. Cheap Apple Barrel acrylic paints from Walmart. 50 cents a piece. Get them on sale at Michael's. $3 or $4 for $1 when they're on sale. Okay, so that's all the kind of paint you need to use for this. So very, very cheap to get started in this. You don't have to use one of these kind of books. This is called Abandoned Places. So in case I didn't say that. The book is called I didn't say that. Let me tell you. The book is called Abandoned Places. It's by, that's the name right there. And you can go on Amazon or eBay. I got this last year or a year and a half ago, something like that, for only $10 at Barnes & Noble. So you can check there too. You don't have to. You can use a magazine and do these techniques. You can use a calendar and do these techniques. So you don't just have to use this book. Okay, here we go. What I want to do is I kind of want this to be in space. So I'm going to take black paint here and black some of this out. It doesn't have to be black paint, but you can also use the black paint technique if you have like a lot of script. You could black it all out, or you can use color too, depending on what you want to do. But I want this to be like space. Okay, because I can wipe it off, I'll be wiping off this paint off of, the nose of that bird. Okay. And we'll also clean up the bird a little bit more because I'm getting some paint on the bird. But that's the nice thing about using matte medium. You can wipe off. That's what it totally allows for, so it's pretty cool. And I'll be doing like a second layer on this too. You know what, I think I'm going to leave, I'm not going to make that dark there. I might leave that light, which is going to be really different because there'll be other things that are in space, but it's like this is a little, its own little world over here. So I think I will go ahead and leave that without any paint on it. Oh, it looks kind of cool to leave that gray right there. Oh, there was gray there. That's why. Okay. Because that's how it was. Okay. let me start wiping off some of this, like right off the bird a little bit, and then off the bird's beak right there. I want the beak to be able to be seen. Okay. And let's wipe some off the top of this bird. Okay. And another thing you can do is if you want it to blend better, you can just rub over something and blend it out. Like I thought, you know what, let's just blend that out. I don't want to remove it, just blend it out so there's no line. Which I think that looks good. Okay, you guys, I'm going to finish blacking this out for the sake of time on this video and put you guys on pause, and then I'll be back and I'll have everything blacked out that I want to black out, okay? Be right back. Okay, you guys, I am back. Let me see about the time situation. All right, 15 minutes. Okay. All right, so I went ahead and I blacked everything out that I want to black out. All the white space has been blacked out, so this will all be like space and be treated as so. Also, I took a baby wipe with a little bit of black paint, and I mean a very little bit after I blackened all this, and I wanted it to blend out so it didn't look like a certain line, so I just blended out a little bit of blackness into the picture. Like, see, it's just a little bit of blackness, just blend it a little bit, and you just do that with a little bit of paint on a baby wipe, and it'll just smear it and smoke it out. Okay, so that's how we got that. Oh, also, something else important, and I should have already done it. You need to take and put some of this matte medium on the painted areas. And then that way, again, you're making sure that that painted area is, you can paint right over it easily and smoothly. And more importantly, if you don't like something, you can wipe it off. So I always do that. After I use paint like this to paint out the different spots I need to have painted out, I then go ahead and take some matte medium and put matte medium over the blacked out or the white out. Use some of that over here. I'm not wasting this. Put a little bit right here. I don't normally work like that. I usually work from a palette, but since this is a little squeeze bottle, I like this little squeeze bottle. This is kind of nice. Just squeeze out the amount that you need. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to pause this really quick again, and it won't be a pause for you, but it'll be a pause for me. And I'm going to dry this. Okay? So quick pause. Let me do a little bit of drying so we're not wasting time here. Okay, you guys, we are back. And I went ahead and put matte media all over the black right here. And I'm going to, like, this is going to be treated as its own little planet. I'm going to take this white pencil and kind of do a, I got to turn my book a little bit, guys, so hopefully I'm not out of frame. And I'm making a little glow around the planet. Oops. Okay, just a little bit of a glow. And I'm using the side of the pencils here with a glow. There we go. All right. It's just little things like this that really add to things. Okay, and then next, I was going to maybe put in a couple of planets, maybe. There's not that much room for these planets. We're going to put stars. I'm not going to put planets in here. I'm going to put stars. I was going to do some planets, but we're not. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get some white paint. And we're going to water the white paint down. Use my favorite scruffy brush. Okay, here we go. So I love this scruffy brush. This brush is great to make clouds. It's great to make water. It's great to make splatters. These splatters right here are going to be stars. So let's put those in. As soon as you put these in, it just brings magic. That's what I think. And this over here will be, we'll put some over here in this little world over here. It looks like snow. Like there's snow on these trees over here. I think that's cool. And then let's also bring some down here. Down here. You know what? I just saw it. I'm going to put the planets. I'm going to put the planets down here because there's more room for planets. Planets don't have to be above. In a fantasy piece, planets can be below. So that's how we're going to do these. Okay, so let me make sure you guys are seeing that down there. Yep. So, let me get another plate, another platter. You guys, if my camera turns off, just go to part 2. Between 20 and 25 minutes, my camera goes off. Okay, so we're going to put a planet here, and you're just going to take white paint and just throw your planets in. I'll throw another planet in there. Maybe a little one right there. Okay. I think that looks really cool. Okay. Let me put that white paint up there. And then, you know, I want that one right there to be a little bit smaller. Like, that just looks too big. We just don't need it that damn big. Let's make it smaller by wiping away some paint. There we go. There we go. That was just too big. Okay, there we go. All right. So now we have, those are our little planets down there. And you guys, you know what? It is time for my camera to turn off. So go ahead and head to part 2 and I'll see you there.